Hello, I'm going to here. Let me share my screen very fast. Perfect. So, as I mentioned to you, I've been out for competition for this last week on weekend, due to Ryan's picture test. For due to that this morning, I didn't have the chance to record this. If you notice, this is just I done this while I was taking notes in class. This last Tuesday, and at the same time I submit the my chart that I created before class um, that day. I'm just going to be explaining and focusing why we did it this way. The first method why we use the box of functions instead of just using coils and more, and like we use it for the last exercise, is to be for it to done for things to don't happen at the same time, for steps to don't overlap or once to each other. So we have our normal start stop reset. This reset is meaning that we have the two resets over here. We don't affect the full run system, and then we have over the run. So once we start, we can do it while we are not stop, of course. And then we have the different steps. If you know in my chart, I put the three like stars of the system, but really the first step is this one. It's just to explain why the flow chart looks like that. Um, and we just have like the step numbers. So for most part, we are switching, and with our variable step number, we just like saying like now this is equal to that. So we just change the step number depending on what step we are in. And then we have our proximity sensors or limit switches that will let us know once we can move forward to start to the third one. Same time for those, you can see that we have our run systems over here that will that when we pass, so it will affect of how if pass in the system. Again, I'm sorry if it's noisy outside. As I mentioned, I work at desk at night, so it's noisy in the common area. Continue with the problem. We have our counter that will come to our set point that the problem mentioned. Um, we continue with the steps up to 7. We have our timer, and then we'll go back to 1. So for reactions, the same thing we use in boxes is because it may be easier visually. Um, no more just because this is more like for things that don't happen at the same time, just giving the step number. But this is more like visual. I did have problems connecting these ones back. It's been pretty weird. I don't know if you could help me with that. Um, and these ones are just for the reset that they go over here. Are we doing the same? Yes, like for step 0 to, so in this case, we'll be from step 1 to step 6. We'll be doing that one during all the run. Same thing here. This one is for this or this that has to happen. And we have again like the run. If we can see over here, we have again like this happens in this step number 5. For this one was the reset. This one it let me do it, though it looks weird, but I was able to get it there. The same and the last one over here. Lastly, the reset option. The reset for the thing is um, acronymous. I think that's the word. Reset for this problem. We same thing here. Didn't really let me connect it. We just saying our things like so where we wanted to reset and when we wanted to reset. In this case, we set up 91 as our like step number for the reset. So we kind of like reserving that step number for the resetting as well as 19. And then we can see once we get to 91, and that's not true, then we will be moving back to 0 and starting every, like we'll be resetting everything again. I hope this was helpful. Again, I'm sorry if I had some delays submitting this. Ryan is supposed to be next Monday, but he decided to switch it to today. And as well, the trip and the competition took a lot of preparation time. And during the trip, it was very impossible to do it, yes, because we were competing for the most part. Thank you again, and have a good evening.